Hey, what's up guys? Chris with CT Golf Reviews here. We are at Laurel View Country Club in Hamden, Connecticut. Let's get out and play the game. Laurel View Country Club is a golf course, 18-hole course here in Hamden, Connecticut. Recently switched owners. It's got a great view of the Sleeping Giant Mountain, which is right over the little hill over there. Great state park here in Connecticut. Pretty challenging, and it's definitely got its share of varieties of holes. So as a disclaimer, you might look at some of the shots that I show and say, wow, it looks like a tornado went through there. What a mess. Well, yes, a tornado did literally go through here about 2-3 weeks ago. I'm not going to deduct any points for scenery because of it. I'm going to try to get the best shots that I can get. I just want to let you guys know it's out of the course's control. Nature does its thing, apparently. So, yes, a tornado did hit the course. That was garbage. Oh, I'm not off to a good start per se. Six-shotted both of the first two holes, the first and the second. One's a par 4, one's par 3. And I literally did the exact same thing. I got 3 to the green and 3-putted. I'm really underestimating the greens. That's a big thing. So, also doesn't help with these trees being down because of the tornado. You gotta keep it on the fairway or else you're gonna lose it. Here, I just want to show you really quickly some of the damage that this tornado did. You can see, you know, out towards the fairway, out on the sides, like in the woods. Guys, it's very important to go out and play your local golf clubs. Go out and play your local courses because they have to get in some income so that way they can clean all this stuff up. It's very important, guys. Keep the sport alive, keep it thriving. That's really all I can say. Oh man, talk about horrible lie. That is bad. I definitely stole that one, but it's better than the first one. That is a crazy freaking pitch mark, but I am on the green and I'm about maybe 10 feet away. So this is a birdie attempt right here. Well, it's not going to be a birdie, but it is going to be a par, which means that my par streak is at 3. So if there's one benefit that this channel has given me since I've started it, when I edit, I watch how I play. I watch my swings, my stance, my putting. I watch all of that stuff, and I've been slowly trying to like figure out how I can get better. I stress time and time again that I am not a pro. I'm not a pro golfer. I'm not a PGA pro. I don't even, I don't even have credentials to give people advice. I just tell people, what I think works. But at the same time, I do love the game, and I want to get better at the game. So, if you've noticed, I've been trying to slow my backswing during this game, and I've actually been hitting better shots. It's very windy today. Yeah, so small things, tiny little things will actually help you improve your golf game, and sometimes you don't realize it until you watch yourself over and over again. Like when I do magic. I watch myself, I watch my mistakes, I watch my sleight of hand, and I learn how to fix it. So there's always something that you can improve. Just remember that. Not everybody is a master, but anybody could become very good at what they put their mind to. Tee box is like right there. I landed right there. That ball went damn near vertical. Got a bunch of freeloading geese and a freeloading deer. What is this? Freeloading Bambi? Like, I feel like... Oh crap, they're all coming towards me. I better get out of here. Well, one thing I can say, the bunkers have definitely seen better days. That did absolutely nothing. That's really cool. Look, it looks like Massachusetts is in the sky right there. Doesn't that look like either Massachusetts or an elephant? I mean, it's still really awesome. Oh, I'm happy I didn't land in that. Only next to it. Alright, so let's go over the first half, because I'm done with the first half and going to the back nine, which in my opinion is the more difficult one. I'm like lined with sixes right now. I'm probably not going to break 100. I'm playing horribly today, I'll be honest with you. It also does not help that there's a lot of downed trees and it's kind of hard to get around. But at the same time, again, there was a tornado that went through the property. I can't really blame the course because from the looks of it, they have been trying to clean everything up as best as they can. One benefit though, with all these trees being down, it smells amazing. I'm one of those people where I love the smell of trees. I love the smell of wood. Like, I'll go into Home Depot and I'll just take a huge breath of air, like a huge whiff, just to get the smell of like the sawdust. And I'm like surrounded by that right now. So, good day so far. I'm going to describe what hitting that shot was like, because you can see where the mark is right there. First, there's no race. No race, so you really can't clean that thing. That was like hitting out of baking soda. I've never hit a ball out of baking soda, but I'd assume that's what hitting a ball out of baking soda feels like. That was not, absolutely not an easy bunker. And the sad part is there's a lot of them that are like that, and it's a shame. It's like, they got potential, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, that was the best shot of the club. That's a green, I think. Looks like there's brickwork laid down. That's on the green, guys. I'm kind of happy I didn't hit here, or else I'd have to drop. All right, birdie attempt. All right, par attempt. Really? Really? What? Are you not good enough for your home? Go to your home. Isn't that your home? Well, I'm about to tee off on the 18th hole, the last hole of the day here at Laurel View. But before I do, I just want to let you know that I love it when you guys watch my videos. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching all of the stuff that I put out. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, get all of the notifications whenever I put something new up. You will be notified. Leave a like and a comment. I love reading them and I love responding to you guys. That's right, Rockstar. Well, go figure. The last hole I par it and I didn't film it because I was on the phone with someone. But I ended up going over the tree. It was a dog leg, so I was like just down below the green. Chipped it up to the edge, right? So then I chipped it all the way over to where this little like green splotchy part is right there. And then I putted it all the way into the hole. And I know you're never going to believe me because it wasn't filmed and I can't duplicate it because that's like a probably 50-foot shot that I'm not going to be able to make again. But I made it. And I know in my heart that I made it. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for Laurel View Country Club in Hamden, Connecticut. Let's get back to the house so I can do the final review. Alright guys, let's do the review for Laurel View Country Club in Hamden, Connecticut. First I want to say thank you to them for letting me play. I did enjoy myself. I did have a good day. I wasn't really playing that well. I don't know what it is, man. My irons are getting worse and worse. I've been trying to clean them before I do every shot. I'm trying to lean into my shots. I don't know what it is. I suck. I've had to deal with All Reliable today. All Reliable was my prize club because I had to use them so many times. I don't have a driver right now. I'm kind of out of a driver because I broke it. But it's getting fixed. I should have it by the end of the week. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the paper from Golf Galaxy. Who sent it into Callaway, but I will have Taker by the probably 2 or 3 videos from now. But I do gotta say something though. Alright, I do these course reviews to be fair. I do them to be not really stern, but I want people to understand what they're getting themselves into if they go and play a course they've never played before. Maybe somebody just stumbled across my channel who lives in the state who's like, oh wow, I've never seen that course before. Let me check it out. I'm not gonna sugarcoat stuff, okay? I'm not going to take bribes from courses saying, hey, I'll let you play for free if you give me a good review. I'd rather pay your greens fees and review it fairly. With that being said, I've played this course a few times. I get along with the staff. I kind of feel bad for what I'm going to say. But I got to say it because it's true and I have to be fair. All right, let's get into staff first. All right, staff, I'm gonna give a 5. Now, the pro in there, Tony, he's a cool dude. I forget the other guy's name, but he's another cool dude. I've done magic tricks for the employees. You know, they really like me. The issue that I have, though, I might as well air it now because I kind of made it a point when it happened. I broke my Ben Hogan 2-iron the last time I was 2 games before. I hit a root and the hosel bent. And I brought it in, I mentioned, I was like, yeah, I broke my 2-iron. He goes, oh, bring it in, let me see it, we'll try to get it fixed. Looks at it, he goes, oh, I don't know if I can fix it, and then he snaps the club clean in half, like, puts his foot on it and snaps it. And I was like, what in the hell did you do that for? Like, that and All Reliable at the time were my best clubs. This is before I got Taker. This is before I got Murder Hornet, actually. Replaced the 2-iron, maybe paid for it, which I don't really think he should have, but you replaced the 2-iron. But that, I don't know, it kind of burned me a little bit. Like, it bothered me for a couple of days. The fact that, you know, I could have gotten it fixed and now I can't even use it, you know what I mean? So, that, I had to take that into consideration when I had to review staff. So, staff's going to get a 5. I like you guys, but I'm not going to let that go, okay? Layout is going to get a 4. I'm a fan of the course. I understand why it's laid out the way it is. There's some decent par 3s, decent par 5s, not too many dog legs. There is a full cart path. I have to say there is a full cart path. I prefer the 90-degree rule when I play, unless otherwise, you know, told not to do that. I had to give them the point with that, because usually I will deduct a point if there's not a full cart path. They have it. Unfortunately, it's not in the best condition, but they have it. The sand traps, I'm going to say this right now. Guys, this course is falling apart. This course is absolutely dreadfully falling apart. It's got a lot of potential to be one of the best courses in the state, and I say that wholeheartedly. The difficulty is great. The fact that the difficulty of the course, which I'm going to get into, the playability of the course and the scenery that surrounds it, it would be amazing if they cleaned it. It would be amazing if they cut the grass and weed whacked and maybe picked up some trash. The greens are falling apart. You saw in that one little shot, it literally looked like somebody laid bricks on the side of the green. That didn't look like green. It looked like horrible aggregation. The sand is like hitting out of clay, or like I said, before, baking soda. I don't know. I'm like curious. I'm gonna probably set up a pile of baking soda maybe, or like maybe wet cat litter and hit a ball out of that, and maybe that'll be comparable. Some of the tee boxes were not mowed. They're very patchy. The fairways are cut decently. The rough is rough, but I mean, there's so many patches. There's so many places on that course. I don't know, man. The water isn't clean. It looks murky. There was literally a patch of what looked like quicksand in the middle of a fairway. Guys, this course has so much potential, but you can't. They need a lot of work. All right. I know they were recently bought out by a company. Maybe they're putting in the work to get it fixed. I also have to say, and I know this is not the course's fault, there was a tornado, a pretty bad tornado that ripped through the center of the course. It happened about maybe 3 weeks ago. And I can tell that they were trying to clean a lot of it up, but they didn't get everything, which made the course a lot harder to play and a lot less enjoyable. So, and I'm not bringing that up because that's the reason. Again, I've played this course 6 times. It was the same condition the first time I was there. You know what I mean? Layout's gonna get a 4. Scenery's also gonna get a 4 because aside from the top of the 2 greens, which are the double green, which is 7 and 9, if you look out there, yeah, you get a pretty good view. Otherwise, it doesn't really look that, scenic. If it was cleaned up, if it was trimmed up, if, maybe there were like flowers planted around the tee boxes, maybe something, maybe if the markers were maybe if there were actually markers, there's like barely any markers on the course. If things were a little bit more tidy, I think I probably would be able to give scenery a 6. I don't know. But unfortunately, I have to call it how it is. It's not really the best looking course. But there are good spots. There are places where, you can play and you're looking at it and you're like, wow, man. This course doesn't look that bad. It's pretty aesthetically pleasing. So, yeah, scenery is going to get a 4. Difficulty is going to get a 7, and that's without the tornado damage. It is a pretty difficult course. It is one of those courses where, you have to use every club in your bag. I did. You got to be really careful because of the fact that depending on where you hit, you're probably not going to be hitting off of grass, you're probably going to be hitting off of dirt. The greens were a lot faster than I thought they were. That I thought that they were going to be. I also did not go to the putting green like I should have, so that's another thing that factored in. I misunderestimated. Oh wow, I sound like George Bush there. Misunderestimate. I completely misjudged the green speeds. It took me about 4 holes to really understand where I had to hit and the speed and the hills and everything. The greens are relatively easy to read. I was actually having some pretty decent putts, and I parred the last hole. I want to say that. Unfortunately, a friend of mine called me while I was playing the last hole, and I haven't really talked to him in a while, so I wasn't just going to hang up. I wanted to see how he was doing, and it was just during that point where I happened to hit a really good shot up onto the approach of the green, and then I hit a really nice chip shot onto the green, and then I putted like probably 45 feet, and it went right in. And I'm thinking about this, and I'm talking to my friend, and I'm like, all of that, and I did not get it on camera, so nobody's gonna believe me. And the worst part, there was nobody at the clubhouse, nobody teeing off, so nobody saw it. But I promise you, it happened. And I wasn't gonna sit there and try to recreate it because I know I wasn't gonna be able to do it. Probably aggravate me. I actually was getting pretty aggravated on the course at one point, especially that dog leg, that 10th hole dog leg. That really annoyed me. So, difficulty is going to get a 7. Guys, my overall score for Laurel View Country Club in Hamden, Connecticut is going to be a 4.7. I tried giving this place the benefit of the doubt. I tried getting good shots of this place. I tried to make it look as good as I possibly can because that's the kind of person I am. If I'm going to go to a place, I look at the positives over the negatives. I did post on Facebook probably about 2 weeks ago what people thought was the worst rated course in Connecticut, because I saw this challenge where people were going to their worst rated restaurant or the worst rated store or the worst rated barbershop. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I could do that with golf courses. And, try and see, maybe there's positivity to them. And there is positivity to Laurel View, but everybody told me to go to Laurel View. Guys, I see so much potential in this place. This could honestly be one of the best golf courses in the state if they cleaned it up, and if they took care of everything, and if they... It's got so much potential, and I see so much potential. Because I do enjoy myself when I go there. Unfortunately, there is bad that weighs with the good, and I can't really let that slide underneath the rug. So, 4.7 is going to be my overall score. I was thinking about maybe a 4.9, but I had to deduct the 0.2 points because of that. So, guys, I'm Chris with CT Golf Reviews. If you liked the video, hit subscribe, hit the bell, leave a like, leave a comment. You got any courses in your area that you're really not too fond of? Maybe you should give them another chance. Maybe you hit them on an off day. Who knows? Guys, I will see you on the next review.